Welcome to Master 2255 English Phrasal Verbs, complete course with 150 categories for fluency. This course is here to help you master English phrasal verbs for every situation. Today, we're focusing on the 47th category, decision-making phrasal verbs. Use them like a pro. These verbs are essential for discussing choices, strategies, and reaching conclusions. Let's dive in. First, let's start with think over. This phrasal verb means to carefully consider something before deciding. For example, she's thinking over whether to accept the job offer, or take your time and think it over before making a commitment. Next is make up one's mind. This refers to deciding or choosing something. You might say, he finally made up his mind about where to go on vacation, or I can't make up my mind between the two options. Figure out describes solving a problem or understanding a situation. For instance, we need to figure out the best way to approach this project, or he figured out how to reduce the costs. Settle on means to choose or decide on something after consideration. You could say, they settled on a venue for the wedding, or after some debate, we settled on the blueprints for the design. Back down refers to withdrawing from a decision or position, often after conflict. For example, he refused to back down during the negotiation, or she backed down when she realized the risks. Go for is used when deciding to choose or pursue something. You might hear, I think I'll go for the red dress, or he went for the promotion despite the competition. Turn down describes rejecting or declining something. For instance, she turned down the job offer because it didn't meet her expectations, or he turned down the proposal due to timing. Hold off means to delay or postpone a decision. You could say, let's hold off on making a final choice until tomorrow, or they held off on the launch to make some improvements. Come up with refers to generating an idea or solution. For example, she came up with a creative solution to the problem, or they're trying to come up with a plan for the event. Weigh up means to consider the pros and cons before deciding. You might say, we're weighing up the options before signing the contract, or he's weighing up the risks and rewards. Call off refers to canceling a decision or event. For instance, they called off the meeting due to unforeseen circumstances, or the project was called off after budget cuts. Go ahead with describes proceeding with a decision or plan. You could say, they decided to go ahead with the construction despite delays, or let's go ahead with the presentation. Sleep on means to delay a decision until the next day to reflect. For example, I need to sleep on it before making my choice, or she always sleeps on big decisions. Opt for is used when choosing one option over others. You might hear, they opted for the simpler design to save time, or he opted for the early flight to have more time at the destination. Finally, rule out means to eliminate an option from consideration. For instance, we ruled out that strategy due to high costs, or they ruled out moving forward with the deal. These phrasal verbs are invaluable for discussing decision-making processes and strategies. Practice using them in scenarios where choices or plans are involved, and they'll quickly become a natural part of your vocabulary. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next lesson.